So welcome back after a short break. इंदा का मना अपन कहाँ रुक गए तो qualitatively one, the Sanatana Dharma or sky is same, Supreme Personality, Supreme Lord is same. We call God Bhagwan by different names in different textbooks. So we all share अपना BJP or Congress or any party, any political scenario, it will share the same sky. The parliament is same, assembly is same. In the same way, parties may be different, assembly is same, parliament is same. Religions may be different, gods may be different, the believing authorities may be different. But the sky is same. अपना ही एमएलए और दूसरों का एमएलए रहते हैं सेम स्काई के नीचे, एक ही आसमान के नीचे. ऐसा नहीं है अपना अपना आसमान. So let us come back. We are temporarily engaged in different activities, but all of these activities can be purified when we give up all these temporary activities and take up the activities which are prescribed by the Supreme Lord. This is called our pure life. इसे कहते हैं जिंदगी. The Supreme Lord and His transcendental abode are both Sanatana, as are the living entities, and the combined association of the Supreme Lord and the living entities in the Sanatana abode is the perfection of human life. The Lord is very kind to the living entities because they are His sons. Lord Krishna declares in bagvadgita, I am the father of all. जैसा सब लोग कहते हैं इब्राहिम के बच्चे हैं सब लोग, वैसा Lord Krishna says, he declared, he gave a declaration that he is the father of all. I am the father of all. Of course, there are all types of living entities according to their various karmas. But here the Lord claims that he is the father of all of them. Therefore, the Lord descends to reclaim all of these fallen, conditioned. Of course, they all are conditioned souls, to call them back to the Sanatana eternal sky, so that the Sanatana living entities may regain their eternal Sanatana positions in eternal association with the Lord. The Lord comes Himself in different incarnations, or He sends His confidential servants as sons or His associates or acharyas to reclaim the conditioned souls. Therefore, Sanatana Dharma does not refer to any sectarian process of religion. It is the eternal function of the eternal living entities in the relationship with the eternal Supreme Lord. Sanatana Dharma refers, as stated previously, to the eternal occupation of the living entity. Ramanujacharya has explained the word Sanatana as that which has neither beginning nor end. Adi antamuleni vallu. जिसका अटे तला तो का beginning or ending कुछ भी नहीं. So when we speak of Sanatana Dharma, we must take it for granted on the authority of Sri Ramanujacharya that it has neither beginning nor end. Sanatana Dharma ki आदि गानी अंतम गानी end లేదు. The English word religion is a little different from Sanatana Dharma. Religion conveys the idea of faith, and faith may change. One may have faith in a particular process, and he may change this faith and adopt another. But Sanatana Dharma refers to that activity which cannot be changed. I think it is understood by you all. It is not changeable. Change chesedi kaadu. Like have seen a film Anupama, yes, or అదే కైఫీ అజ్మీ రాసిన పాట ఉంది, దట్ సాంగ్ రిటన్ బై కైఫీ అజ్మీ. ऐसे भी बातें होते हैं, वो अनुपमा जिसकी उपमान नहीं है. वैसा सनातन धर्मा हैज़ नो बिगिनिंग नो एंडिंग, आदि अंतము లేదు. Alpha Omega, yes. So this is Alpha Omega. And Sanatana Dharma refers to that activity which cannot be changed. For instance, liquidity cannot be taken from water, nor can heat be taken from fire. Similarly, the eternal function of the eternal living entity cannot be taken from the living entity. Sanatana Dharma is eternally integral with the living entity. When we speak of Sanatana Dharma, therefore, we must take it for granted on the authority of Sri Ramanujacharya that it has neither beginning nor end. That which has neither end nor beginning must not be sectarian, for it cannot be limited by any boundaries. Yet those belonging to some sectarian faith will wrongly consider that Sanatana Dharma is also sectarian. But if we go deeply into the matter and consider it in the light of modern science, it is possible for us to see that Sanatana Dharma is the business of all the people of the world and of all the living entities of the universe. Not Sanatana religious faith may have some beginning in the annals of human history, but there is no beginning to the history of Sanatana Dharma because it remains eternally with the living entities. Insofar as the living entities are concerned, the authoritative Shastras state that the living entity has neither birth nor death. Jananamu maranamu lenidi. So, very nice it is, isn't it? Because we can't do anything with death. Death is something inconquerable. We cannot conquer death. Death cannot be conquered. So, in the Gita it is stated, of course, that the living entity is never born and he never dies. He is eternal and indestructible. And he continues to live after the destruction of his temporary material body. In reference to the concept of Sanatana Dharma, we must try to understand. The concept of religion from the Sanskrit root meaning of the word dharma refers to that which is constantly existing with the particular object. We conclude that there is heat and light along with the fire. Without heat and light, there is no meaning to the word fire. The word called fire has no meaning if there is no heat. एक गाना है, I think it's in the film क्रांति, वो जवानी जवानी नहीं जिसका कोई कहानी नहीं, वो आंसू ही क्या जिसका कोई मतलब नहीं, जिन आंखों में आंसू नहीं वो जिंदगी ही क्या. Yes. Similarly, we must discover the essential part of the living being, that part which is constant companion. Living constant companion to the living being. That constant companion is his eternal quality, and the eternal quality is his eternal religion. Now you understood. Little thoda, matlab दिमाग की ज़रूरत है. When Sanatana Goswami asked Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu about the Swarupa of every living being, the Lord replied that the Swarupa or constitutional position of the living or living being is the rendering of service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If we analyze this statement of Lord Chaitanya, we can easily see that every living being is constantly engaged in rendering service to another living being. A living being serves or serves other living beings in two capacities. By doing so, the living entity enjoys life. The lower animals serve human beings as servants, serve their master as dogs. A serves B master, B serves C master, and C serves D master, and continues, and so on. It's like చిన్న చేప పెద్ద చేప పెద్ద చేప చిన్న చేపను మింగితే ఆ చిన్న చేప ఇంకా చిన్న చేపను మింగితే ఆ చిన్న చేప ఇంకా 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 చిన్న చేపని మింగుతుంది. Yes, under these circumstances we can see that one friend serves another friend. The mother serves the son. Of course, wife serves her husband, and the husband serves the wife, and so on. If we go on searching in the spirit, it will be seen that there is no exception in the society of living beings to the activity of service. It will be infinity to the power of infinity. The politician presents his manifesto for the public to convince them for his capacity for service. The voters therefore give the politician their valuable votes, thinking that he will render valuable service to society. The shopkeeper serves the customer, and the artisan serves the capitalist. The capitalist serves the family, and the family serves the state in terms of the eternal capacity of the eternal living being. In this way, we can see that no living being is exempt from rendering service to other living beings, and therefore we can safely conclude that service is the constant companion of the living service or living being, and that the rendering of service is the eternal religion of the living being. Yet man professes, or he belongs to a particular type of faith with reference to particular type of time and circumstance, and thus claims to be a Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist or any other sect.